morning students. I am welcoming you to all today's session. In today's session we are going to revise for upcoming August month test portion. We have 3 lessons for August month test portion. The first one metallurgy, the second lesson solid state and third one chemical kinetic. Question pattern for that: 1 mark question 10, then 2 mark 3 question, then 3 mark 3 question, 5 mark 2 questions. Totally 35 marks. So today's session we are going to revise the first lesson metallurgy.
So occurrence of metals. In pure metals, it may be shiny and malleable. So most of them found in nature of compounds with their different properties. So metals having the least chemical reactivity such as copper, silver, gold, platinum are occur in significant amount as a native element. The reactive metals such as alkali metals are usually occur in the combined state. So it can be extracted using suitable metallurgical process. Okay. So now what is mineral and ore? So difference between minerals and ore. So minerals, substance obtained by mining which contain the metal in free state or in the form of compound is a mineral. And ore, mineral which contain high percentage of metal from which it can be extracted conveniently and economically is an ore. So all minerals are not ore, but all ores are minerals. Then example for minerals and ore, clay and bauxite. Okay. Then next, the extraction of metal, the extraction of metal involved in various steps. So the various steps involve extraction of pure metal from ore. There are the 3 steps. First one is concentration of the ore. Then second one, extraction of crude metal. Then third one is refining of crude metal. So let us say first concentration of ore. Before that, we discuss about some important ores. So importance ores of metals. For example, aluminium, the important ore is bauxite. Then formula Al2O3NH2O. Then iron, important ore is hematite. Hematite Fe2O3. Then important ore of copper ferrites CuFeS2. Then important ore of zinc blende Zn-S. Lead, important ore of lead galena PbS. Important ore of tin cassiterite tin stone SnO2. Silver, the silver glass Ag2S. These are the some important ores of metals. Then next, concentration of the ores. So concentration of ores means the removal of the process, that is the removal of impurities is known as a concentration of ores. So here concentration of ore, we carried out some methods, some common methods or concentration of ore discussed. First one is gravity separations. So gravity separation means first we take the ore, ore is crushed and finally powder is treated with rapidly flowing of current of water. During the process, the lighter gauge particles are washed away by the running water. So this method is generally applied such as gold and oxides such as hematite and tin stone, etc. And one second method, fourth flotation process. This method is commonly used to concentrated sulfate ores, sulfate contained ores, that is galena, zinc blende, etc. So in this method, the crushed ore is suspended in water and mixed with a frothing agent such as pine oil, eucalyptus oil. Then small quantity of sodium ethyl xanthate which act as a collector is also added. Fourth is generated by blowing air through a mixture. So the collector molecule attaches the ore particle and make them water repellent. As a result, the particle wetted by the soil rise to the surface along with the fourth. So the fourth is right to recover the concentrated ore. The gauge particles are properly wetted by water, settle at the bottom of the container. Okay. Then sulfide ore of most of the sulfide ores contain other metal sulfide as impurities. So depressing agents such as sodium cyanide, sodium carbonate are used to selectively to prevent other metal sulfide for coming to the foam. For example, when impurities such as zinc sulfate present in galena, that is formula PbS, Zn-S is a zinc sulfate present in galena PbS. Sodium cyanide NaCN is added to depress the floating property of zinc sulfide by forming a layer of zinc complex on the surface of zinc sulfide. Okay. Then next, leaching method, concentration of ore, we can introduce the leaching method. So leaching method means the method is based on the solubility of the ore in a suitable solvent, the reaction in a aqueous solution. So in this method, crushed ore is allowed to dissolve in a suitable solvent. So suitable solvent, the ore is converted into soluble salt or complex. So while the remaining are insoluble, that is called as a Ganch remains are insoluble. So as first method, cyanide leaching. So cyanide leaching means take the best example for cyanide leaching, the gold. So gold ore on best example. So the crushed ore of gold is leached with a dilute solution of sodium cyanide. The gold is converted into complex. The complex is soluble cyanide complex. The ganch means impurities. The aluminum silicate remains insoluble. Okay. So the zinc react with the cyanide complex, that is gold cyanide complex. Then we get the zinc sulfide, that is gold can be recovered by reacting deoxygenated leach solution with the zinc. In this process, gold is reduced to elemental state, that is zero oxidation state. This process is called as a cementation. It's very, very important. Cementation. The next one, ammonia leaching. Ammonia leaching, when crushed ore containing nickel and copper and cobalt is treated with the ammonia with suitable under pressure. So crushed ore, nickel, copper, cobalt plus ammonia in aqueous solutions, a liquid state medium. So under the suitable pressure to form soluble complex. Soluble complex means NiNH34, CuNH343 plus ganch, that is impurities, remaining the impurities. So remaining the impurities is insoluble, the complex is a soluble complex will be obtained. Then third one is a alkali leaching. Alkali leaching, in this method, aluminum oxide is react with the aqueous alkali to form soluble complex. For example, bauxite is an important ore of aluminium. It's heated with a solution of sodium hydroxide or sodium carbonate, that is aqueous alkali. The temperature range 470 to 520 Kelvin at 35 atmospheric pressure to form complex. The complex is sodium meta-aluminate. So leaving behind the impurities. So iron oxide and titanium oxide. So the hot solution of sodium meta-aluminate is hot solution of sodium meta-aluminate is decant, cooled and dilute. This solution is neutralized by passing CO2 to form hydrated aluminum oxide is precipitated. So this precipitate is filtered and heated around 1670 Kelvin to get pure alumina, Al2O3 pure alumina. The next one, acid leaching. The acid leaching, the leaching of sulfide ore such as zinc sulfide, lead sulfide, etc. can be done by treating with the hot aqueous sulfuric acid. So I say acid leaching. So we can use acid. Acid leaching. So leaching of sulfide ore such as zinc sulfide, PBS, etc. So here that can be done by treating with hot aqueous sulfuric acid. So zinc sulfide, in case you take the example zinc sulfide or lead sulfide, ZnS plus sulfuric acid. The zinc sulfide dissolve in sulfuric acid plus oxygen to get soluble zinc sulfate. Then elemental sulfur is separate out. So we get elemental sulfur then plus water. So in the process, insoluble sulfate is converted into soluble sulfate and elemental sulfur. This is a acid leaching. So leaching, there are the four: cyanide leaching and ammonia leaching and alkali leaching and acid leaching. Okay. So next move on, magnetic separation. So magnetic separation means in this method is applicable to ferromagnetic ores. So ores plus impurities, the difference in a magnetic properties. So in this process, the ores, tin stone, example tin stone can be separated from wolfram impurities which is magnetic. Similarly, ores such as chromite, pyrrhotite having magnetic property can be removed from the non-magnetic siliceous impurities. So the crushed ore pour into the electromagnetic separator consists of bell moving the over two rollers one which is a one which is a magnetic, other one is a non-magnetic. So the magnetic part of ore attracted toward the magnet and falls and heap close to the magnetic region, while the non-magnetic part falls away from the away from it. The next one, so these are the concentration, these are methods of concentration of ore. Then second process to extraction of metals in metallurgical process, the second process is extraction of crude metal. So crude metals, the extraction of crude metal from the concentrated ore, it can be carried into two steps, namely the conversion of ore into oxide of metal, then second one, reduction of the metal oxide to elemental metals. Okay, so in the concentrated ore, the metal exits positive oxidation state and is reduced the elemental state. So the reduction of oxide is easier when compared to the reduction of other compound of metal. So reduction, therefore, the ore is first converted oxide of metal. The ore is first converted oxide of metal. So let us discuss some common methods to the concept of ore, oxide of metal. First one, the conversion of ores into oxide. The first method is a roasting. So roasting is in this method, the conversion of sulfide ore into the oxide. So in this method, the concentrated ore is oxidized by heating with excess of oxygen in suitable furnace below the melting point of the metal. Okay, below the melting point of the metal. Let's for the example, let's see for the example, lead sulfide plus oxygen. So roasting process. So the lead sulfide air pass, excess of oxygen is passed. So heat, we get lead oxide. So the lead sulfide is that is ore. Lead sulfide ore is conversion. What is the conversion? The lead sulfide ore is converted into lead oxide. PbS is converted into PbO, and so on. Zinc sulfate, copper sulfate. So roasting also remove the impurities such as arsenic, phosphorus, sulfur by converting them into the volatile oxide. The next one, extraction of crude metal, that is conversion of ore into oxide. Next method is a calcination. So roasting the lead sulfide treated with the lead sulfide, the concentrated ore is oxide by heating with the excess of oxygen. Heating with the excess of oxygen. But calcination, the process, the concentrated ore is strongly heated in the absence of air. So you know the difference between roasting and calcination. Here the excess of oxygen, here in excess of oxygen is a roasting. The concentrated ore is strongly heated in the absence of air is a calcination process. So during the process, the water crystallization present, hydrogen oxide escape as a moisture. Any organic matter, it also get expelled, leaving behind a porous ore. This method can also carry out limited supply of air. So example, lead carbonate, that is PbCO3 heated. So in the absence of air or limited supply of air. But in a roasting, excess of air. So PbCO3 heat, we can decompose the PbO plus CO2 and so on, CaCO3, CZnCO3. So during calcination of hydrate ore, the water of hydration is expelled as vapor. Okay. Then next method, reduction of metal oxide. Reduction of metal oxide. So reduction of metal oxide to elemental. This is the second step. So the first one is a conversion of ore into oxide of metal. Then second one, extraction of crude metal. There are the two steps. First one, conversion of ore into oxide. So ore into oxide, we see two methods, roasting and calcination. Then second method, reduction of metal oxide to elemental metal. So reduction of metal oxide to elemental method. So metal oxide can be reduced to crude metal by suitable reducing agent like carbon, carbon monoxide, hydrogen, aluminum and other reactive metals such as sodium, etc. Okay. So the carbon cannot, for example, carbon cannot be used as a reducing agent for the reactive metals such as sodium, potassium, aluminum. Similarly, carbon monoxide cannot be used to reduce oxide such as zinc oxide, aluminum oxide. Okay. So in this we study selection of suitable reducing agent by applying Elegant diagram. Okay. So first one is reduction of metal oxide to element metal. First one is a smelting. So in this method, The reducing agents such as carbon, carbon monoxide, aluminum is added to the concentrated ore and mixture is melted by heating at a elevated temperature. So that is above the melting point of the metal in a smelting furnace. For example, oxide of ore can be reduced by carbon monoxide. So Fe2O3 plus 3CO, that is carbon monoxide, we get Fe plus 3CO2 carbon dioxide gas. So in this extraction, the basic flux that is limestone, the formula CaO is used. Since the silica gouge present the ore is a acidic in nature. So the silica gouge present the ore, what is the nature? Acidic in nature. So the limestone combines with the silica. The limestone means CaO is combined with the silica. So CaO is a flux, SiO2 is a gouge. So limestone combined with the silica, that is flux combined with the gouge to form slag. The formula CaSiO3. Okay. So the next, in the extraction of the copper from copper pyrites, concentrated ore is heated in a reverberative furnaces after mixing the silica in a acidic flux. So the ferrous oxide formed due to melting the basic in nature combined with the silica to form ferrous silicate. So the remaining metal sulfate Cu2S, Fes are mutually soluble and form copper matte. Okay, so in this case CuFes plus O2, we get Fes plus Cu2S plus SO2. So Fes plus Cus is a copper matte. So then first we take the Fes, react with the excess oxygen to form FeO. Then FeO is react with this gouge, that is silica, to form flux plus gouge to form slag. Okay, so then remaining one, what is the remaining one? Copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is combined with the oxygen to form copper oxide. Okay, in the liquid and solid state medium. Then copper oxide is combined, then it react with the copper sulfate to get the elemental copper. Okay, to get the elemental copper, that is a blistered copper. To get blistered copper, then evolution of sulfur dioxide. Then next one, reduction by carbon. So reduction of carbon means metal oxide add one carbon to form metal plus carbon monoxide. Okay, so zinc oxide plus carbon, we get zinc plus carbon monoxide. Then chromic oxide plus carbon, Cr2O3 plus 3C, we get chromium plus carbon monoxide. This is a reduction by carbon. So in the metal oxide, use the suitable reducing agent, that is a carbon, we get an elemental metal. The next one, reduction by hydrogen. So here the silver oxide, this method can apply the oxide of metal, iron, lead, copper having less electropositive character than hydrogen. So silver oxide is a less electropositive metal, silver oxide, iron oxide. So use the hydrogen. So reduction process will then reduction process. So silver oxide reduce hydrogen, we get elemental silver Ag plus water. Okay, then reduction by metal. Metal oxide plus aluminum powder, metal oxide plus aluminum powder, we get metal plus aluminum oxide. Okay, but it need excess of heat to ignition temperature, metal plus, that is metal oxide Cr2O3 plus 2 aluminum, we get metal chromium plus aluminum oxide. This is a reduction by metal process. Okay, then auto reduction means the simple roasting of some of the ore gives the crude metal. In such case, the use of reducing agent is not necessary. So auto means it's a self. For example, mercury is obtained by roasting of its ore, cinnabar HGS. HGS plus mercury sulfate. HGS means mercury sulfate. So ore HGS plus O2 gives us Hg liquid state plus SO2 gas. Okay, the next thermodynamic principle of metallurgy. So as we discussed, the extraction of metal from the oxide can be carried out by using different reducing agent. Okay, so for example here, which reducing agent is a better reducing agent, which factor help us? So we select metal oxide is reduced to metal. So example for this one, metal oxide, consider the reaction of metal oxide to metal plus oxygen. So the above reduction may be carried out with carbon. So in this case, the reducing agent carbon may be oxidized to either carbon monoxide, that is CO, or carbon dioxide, CO2. So carbon, that is coke, plus is oxidized to form carbon dioxide. then carbon plus oxygen to form carbon monoxide. So if carbon monoxide is used as a reducing agent, it oxidizes to carbon dioxide as follows. So a suitable reducing agent is selected based on the thermodynamic consideration. So if you know that the reduction reaction should be spontaneous, it should be negative, that is the del G should be negative. Thermodynamically, the reduction of metal oxide, equation 1 with the given reducing agent, equation 2, 3 and 4 can occur if free energy change of the coupled reaction, equation 1, 2, that is equation 1 and 2 and 1 and 3 and 1 and 4 is negative. So hence the reducing agent is selected in such way that is provide large negative value for the coupled reaction. So in equation 4 which is the best reducing agents identify. So we couple the reaction which is a negative, that is spontaneous. The larger the negative is the best reducing agent. Students, you should write all question answer in your assignment notebook and submit it in on correct time. Thank you.